Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Now this week has been a crazy week for Bitcoin, and we're going to be taking a look at one of the big major events going on right now in Bitcoin. You've probably heard it already here on YouTube. It's about the golden cross and just how bullish that is for Bitcoin. And to be honest, any stock, any crypto, whenever you hear that there's been a golden cross, it's kind of understood that that means that the price is going to go up and up and up over the following month or two. However, today we're actually going to look into the statistics over the full history of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and a couple of other cryptocurrencies to see whether or not that is actually the case. So today, if we just take a look at Bitcoin, you can see we've been on this sort of downward slide over the last few days, and you can see why here on the MACD. So this is the MACD and the Scotchtastic. I love the way they like to give it really complicated names that you can't say. And as you can see here, this is the MACD well over the top. So here, this is the sort of central line where you'd want it to be, sort of fair market value. Same here, the center on the Stochastic would be the sort of fair market value. Up here is the sort of overbought, down here oversold. So you want to be buying when it's just sort of breaking up from there, selling off as it's just coming down. So that's exactly what we did. And if you're part of our group on Moocharoo.ninja, then you're probably also in our Telegram group. So if you're not and you want to join, just head down below in the description and there'll be a link there for our Telegram group where you'll be able to see the sort of trades that we're making every single day and just keep up with the community and see what's going on. It's a great way, particularly if you're a beginner and you're just looking for a bit of confirmation on whether or not you're doing the right stuff. It's a great place to come get involved. So right here, we've got the Stochastic. You can see that's been breaking down way too high at the minute. I was expecting it to come down somewhere to sort of land on this level here, which would also be landing on the purple line, which is the 50-day moving average, which is just about to break the golden line there, the 200-day moving average. And when that happens, that is known as a golden cross. And the reverse of that is known as the death cross. Yes, the death cross, the cross of death for any cryptocurrencies. We're going to be taking a look at just how bad that actually is and also how good a golden cross actually is as well. So anyway, right now as we're looking at Bitcoin, I was basically expecting the price to continue down to around this sort of 9,000 level. That would have been very nice. I'd been very happy with that. Unfortunately, just in the last hour, if we get down to it, so I'll let everybody know on Telegram, you can see a big pump up there in the price. In fact, if you go onto normal candles, you can see, that's the actual price right here. And so we're up around 9.8 now. I was expecting it to make a move down lower. So you can see this was that low, that low, that low, and I wanted another day lower today. It wasn't the case, it actually broke up a little bit higher. So I bought all my Bitcoin back at a little bit of a profit, not as much as it could have been, but it doesn't look like Bitcoin's going to be going down anytime soon, down to the excitement of the golden cross, which is just happening today, tomorrow. If we scroll right in there, you can really see that it looks like the golden cross is today. So probably a lot of people are excited about that. What actually is it? Quite simply, the purple line that you can see is the 50-day moving average. All they do is they take the close of each day. So up here in the top left of the page, you can see OHL and C. That's the open price for the day, the close price for the day, the high and the low. The OHLC, okay? So the close is what you need to work out the simple moving average is what you would use for this. If you just go to indicators there at the top and you write in moving average, okay, you'll be able to select a moving average and put that onto your trading view screen, just like I've got the two of them here. So anyway, that's how you would set it up. So you just need one to show the 50, one to show the 200, and that's what you've got right there. So we've got the crossover today. And I've also marked in the price around about where it was earlier on. It's actually moved up a little bit higher now. but we don't know, obviously, that is right now. And if we scroll back, let's just get rid of these here at the bottom, get rid of the MACD and the old Scotchtastic. There we go, get rid of those. And we can see, let's scroll out a bit. So this here, this is the death cross, and on this death cross you can see it happened. It was around 8.6 at the time, and within 1 month, so all of the things which I have here where I've taken the death cross or the golden cross and then what the price would be 1 month on, and whether you're actually at a minus or at a plus figure. So the golden cross, we're looking for plus figures. The death cross, we're obviously looking, that should be in a minus figure if the theory that a death cross means the market will go down and a golden cross means the market will go up. So let's just find out whether or not that is actually true if we scroll all the way back in Bitcoin as far as we possibly can. Okay, so here we are. This is April 2014, and this is where we get a death cross, the cross of death. And it was 448, so it's crossing over there. And are you expecting the market to go down? Well, actually 1 month on, it was a little bit up. So in fact, and then maybe the next month it went up even higher. So the cross of death, maybe the couple of days there, it did actually go down. Maybe it was this sort of hype around the cross of death. A little beep about that. Sorry, that's Telegram. That's you guys on Telegram. Keep messaging all the time. And then we got this is the golden cross. So this golden cross, you're expecting it to go up 637. What happens 1 month on? It's down at 564. So far, it's not looking too promising. But if we continue a bit, we have the death cross, and it does actually go down. So far you might be thinking it's kind of 50-50. This one here, we have a golden cross, which pretty much goes down a little bit. Sorry, that's more beeping. As you guys keep messaging on Telegram. That phone just goes off all the time. Apologies for that. 229, and then so this is another death cross, and that one also went up a little bit. So here we have 2015. This is 1 year before the Bitcoin bull ride because of the Bitcoin halving in 2016. So this is kind of like, you know, a year or so ago when Bitcoin went down to $3,000. Right here it's gone down just under 229 there at the lowest point. Although bear in mind that there is a death cross, so the purple line going under the yellow line. That, remember, the purple line is the 50-day moving average, and the yellow one, which kind of stays straighter because they're just taking all of those days and then taking the average of the close price of all of those 200 days. And then the 50 is the close price of the 50 days. So yeah, we have the golden cross just over here, where you would be hoping and thinking that the price is going to go up. Unfortunately, it actually went down. So bear in mind, there's a golden cross right now. If you're buying in thinking the price is going to go up, it's not necessarily the case, okay? And then we have a death cross where the price actually goes up. And then finally we do have a golden cross, and the price stays up for quite some time. And as we just go on there, so that was 2015, and then from 2015 we didn't have a death cross until 2018. And if you were waiting for the death cross to choose your time to get out of the market, then you would have missed out, because that day was about $7,000, and you'd have missed out on selling at 20 up there at the all-time high. So I wouldn't sort of trade on this at all. It's just something that kind of happens. If you notice from this, so here we've got the death cross, and the price goes from 7,000 all the way up to 9,300. If you went short at that point, you probably would have completely wiped out your account, particularly obviously if you had leverage on that short. Not a good idea at all. And as we go on, finally we have a golden cross here at 5,000, which it does actually go up, but it went all the way from to 14 actually. And then we have another death cross happens again at 8, goes down to 7, and right now finally here we are today at another golden cross. So what does this look like for the figures for the other coins, Ethereum, XRP, etc.? Well, I have here on the Excel spreadsheet all the data from Bitcoin, which I just mentioned. So this was way back in, I think, 2014. So that was the death cross, which actually came out just a little bit of a profit, which is not what you want in a death cross. So if you're using it as a sort of a signal to go short on the market, then sorry, but you've lost money on that one. This next one did, so we got a couple which actually done what they were supposed to, and then a few which kind of went the wrong way. And it's exactly the same with the golden cross. So we got these two here on Bitcoin where the price actually went down rather than up after a golden cross. And then we've got two which actually went the right direction. So for Bitcoin, a golden cross is just kind of 50-50. It's 50-50, guys. So don't get too wound up by other YouTubers that you might watch on here really G'ing up the fact that Bitcoin's going through a golden cross and it's just this amazing thing which is going to change your life. Okay, it's not. It's absolutely not. It's nonsense. So here we've got Ethereum where it did actually go up both times, 100% for Ethereum. However, it also went up 100% on a death cross too. Basically, Ethereum, it just goes up. Okay, death cross or golden cross, it just goes up. Here we've got XRP, which this one, look at this went up 223% 1 month after a death cross. It went up, not down. So that would have completely wiped you out if you had taken a short on that. And then taking longs, just fine. You've got a couple of minuses there after golden crosses as well. So again, with XRP, it's not 100% at all. Litecoin, just the same. We've got a minus there on the golden cross and lots of positives after death crosses. And here we go with Bitcoin Cash, which hasn't really been a lot around that much, so we can't really expect much from that, and there's only really two price points on there. From all of these, from going down, we can see that after a death cross, the average from these coins is a positive of 395%, and then a positive figure again. Basically, I think whether it's a death cross or a golden cross, at the end of the day, Bitcoin is going up year by year on average. Over the long term, for sure, Bitcoin just keeps going up, and most of the decent cryptocurrencies are also going up on average. So I think whether there's a death cross or a golden cross, it really does not matter, because at the end of the day, the death cross and the golden cross only happens because the price is already going up, or it's already going down. It's just a sort of an indication in the market of how bullish the market is or how bearish the market is. It is a thing where you can say right now the 50-day moving average is above the 200, so we're kind of more bullish than if it wasn't. And the same if it's underneath, you know, it's kind of a bear market, but it doesn't mean just because the 50 is under the 200 that the price is necessarily going to be going down. Sorry, that's just all the signals there coming through quite a lot. Cool, that's the new signals coming through there. Anyway, let's just take a look. Okay, yes, so I think we've covered just about everything there. Now, in next week's video, I've got an awesome giveaway, which I believe you are going to love, especially if you're into crypto, if you're new. It's going to be great. I don't want to give away too much right now. It is a physical item, which I'm going to be posting out to you, not something from us, just a really great thing that you'll need if you're a crypto investor. Awesome. So that is a quality giveaway in next week's video. If you don't want to miss that and miss other videos talking about cryptocurrency trading strategies and stuff like what you've seen here today, make sure you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button down below. Other than that, I shall see you again next week in next week's video. This weekend, I'm going to be heading off to VidCon down in London at some sort of YouTuber summit thing. first time there, never really hung out with other YouTubers before, so that's going to be quite interesting. And then hopefully I should be getting out to some more blockchain type events later this year as well. All over the world, perhaps. Who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be a great year in crypto. I hope your trading is going well, and I shall see you in next week's video.